What is going on, guys? Smooth Racing here, back with a brand new video. Today we've got our F1 2014 team previews for the up and coming F1 season, and today we've got the third episode of the series, and today then it is Ferrari. So then the classical, the most well-known team in Formula 1 are hoping to get back on track. I mean, the past 10 years have been a disappointment for Ferrari. I mean, ever since they won that streak of 5 World Championships with Michael Schumacher, they've only actually won the Driver Championships once in 10 years, which is not a good record for Ferrari. And it'll definitely be one they'll be wanting to shake off in 2014, and hoping that they're not going to be having this huge championship drought, seeing as they haven't had a championship since 2007. Big disappointment. And but now, of course, they have got that man who brought them the World Championship, Kimi Räikkönen, in 2007. He's back at the team now. This is his first year back after his last appeared in 2009 with Ferrari. They had a really bad relationship towards the end. They sort of paid him off so they could bring in Fernando Alonso. The man, Kimi Räikkönen, will be partnering Alonso this year, so it's going to be a really interesting driver lineup for Ferrari this year. It's going to be quite a lot of fireworks, pretty explosive on track and maybe even off track as well. So yeah, really exciting stuff then ahead for Ferrari, and we're not too sure how their pace will compare with the rest of the field. They could have the second fastest car, they could have the fifth fastest car. We're not really sure. We're pretty sure they don't have the fastest car, but they also seem to have pretty good pace. The Mercedes seem to be a bit quicker, but they might be sort of around that Red Bull, McLaren, Force India, Williams sort of area. We're not quite sure yet. Certainly, I think podium contenders Ferrari want to be becoming. I don't think they'll have the qualifying pace. They're not going to be in the front, they're on the front row for the first race. But certainly, I think come race day, they could definitely be on the podium places, and it'll be a great battle to see between Alonso and Räikkönen. Alonso won two World Championships in 05 and 06, and Kimi Räikkönen won in 07. And Fernando Alonso on 2 occasions has come really close. In 2010, he came oh so close. To the when the Renault of Vitaly Petrov came along, he stopped Alonso winning that championship, sadly for him, in 2010. And then in 2012, he was just so unlucky not to get that championship. He was just so unlucky that Red Bull suddenly came all dominant, and Vettel's managed to win 4 races in a row. And then, of course, that amazing race in Abu Dhabi, second place in Austin, and then, of course, wrapping up the championship just by 3 points in Brazil. So it could be in for another epic season with Fernando Alonso. This time it could be between his teammate, and I'm going to make a bold prediction, say Fernando Alonso will beat Kimi Räikkönen. I think he's won one more World Championship than him, he's won more races, he's got more points. I think overall, in terms of he's better going for the championship. I think he has that extra drive that Kimi Räikkönen might lack. And in terms of mileage, Alonso got 2,698 and Räikkönen only managed 1,790. So pre-season not really going Räikkönen's way. Definitely, really good days for Fernando Alonso when he was in the car. But Räikkönen really struggled, with lots of failures, and of course famously that crash in I think Bahrain Test 1. So a bit of drama there for Ferrari and Kimi Räikkönen. Might not be the only bits of drama we see from Ferrari. And they were third in the mileage for pre-season, so plenty of mileage for Ferrari. It looks a fairly reliable car, just a few small blips, but looking overall, very likely it will finish that first race. Both cars to finish that race will be the target for Ferrari, and indeed this season they'll be hoping to claim that constructors title, because what, 2 better drivers, they're both very consistent, and if they can both perform, then there's no reason why they can't win the constructors. Maybe even if they don't even win the drivers, they could certainly possibly win the constructors. With such 2 world champions by the side, it'll be a really good chance for Ferrari to do this, and definitely one of their best chances in recent years. But yeah, you can leave your thoughts and opinions then on Ferrari. They've got a target to win both championships, definitely. I'm going to predict Alonso to go over Räikkönen, but you can put your prediction on who will come out on top between Alonso and Räikkönen down in the comments. But I've been Smooth Racing then. I'll see you tomorrow for a review of McLaren, or a preview of the McLaren. But yeah, I've been Smooth Racing then, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.